Everybody. Hope y'all are doing good today. Thank you for coming to the live. First and foremost, before I get into the greetings or anything, I want to say thank you all for being here. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. The way that this whole community has welcomed me and everything. This community has welcomed me with open arms, and then got me to the subscriber count that I have now, and it's phenomenal. So thank you all. All right, so let's get to some hellos. Hi Sharon, thank you for coming. And I gave Sharon a blue dress. There's my sweet Dawn. Let's see. There's Regina. Hi, Regina. Thank you for coming. Shirley Bain. Hi. There's Erica. Lillian. Hi. Hi, Gabby. see. There's Delia. Hi, hun. Oh, I took a mental health day. Good. Some days we just need mental health days off. We just need to take days off. Sometimes we need that. Um, and do what we need to do. Why am I hearing things? There we go. Um, and Moonlight and Crochet, Tracy, thank you for that. Hi, Nancy. And there's my Pam. And there's Tina. Hi, Tina. Thank you all for coming again. Erica Baker. Hi, how are you? Hey, sometimes we got to multitask to get things done nowadays. And there's Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Thank you. And Chanson. Hi, honey. Michelle M. Hi, sweetie. Sorry, it just my mouth got dry for a second. 1 second, I got a cough. Trying to keep up with this chat going. Hi, KB. How are you? I'm glad you're able to finally catch one of them. Thank you. And there's Sarah. And, wow, I'm still not caught up. Hi, Christy. How are you doing today? Hi, Spray Gunner. Ah, there we go. Hi, Spray Gunner. And nice to meet you too, Laura. And hi, Catherine. You want with what Juan the Yarn Addict did for me, it grew me big. My goal this month was just to hit 300 family members, and he blew that out of the water. It was amazing what he did. And thanks to you all for coming. It it had some tears that day. Oh, thank you. And I get it. I understand. It's the hour I chose. I just didn't want to step on anyone's toes, I guess you could say. Um, I didn't. So whenever I picked this time, it was like, okay, I know people at work, but I just didn't want to step on other people's toes. Um, and yes, Christy, there's a few weeks I didn't do lives because I was working on the bog blanket, and it I had to concentrate on doing that just so I could get it done and over and out of the way and get it mailed. And I got it mailed this past Monday, and it should be there today or tomorrow. And she's already emailed me. Bod has emailed me, and she's looking forward to seeing it. So, um, and hi, Chris. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. And yes, this community, ugh, I just can't. It is so supportive. It it baffles me, and it's great. And JB, thank you. And yes, like I said, Juan is great. Shirley, my next project is actually going to be. I'm not sure if she's here, but I can't give it away. It's for some. It's a project I'm working for on somebody who has been very supportive. Um, as soon as I get it made and get it to them, then I can, and they see it, then I'll show the pictures. And so that's my next project. Then after that, I've got to get some Friday tutorials filmed. It's item made, so we can get that going. And yes, Shannon over at Art Junkie, she'll be going live after me today. So everybody, please, if you can, after the live, we can go there. And then after Shannon's live, uh, the Crochet Queen China goes live. And then after the Crochet Queen China goes live, then it's Margie's Crafty Corner. So Thursdays are starting to get a little busy now. And then Michelle M says at Spray Gunner, yes, I really like this community. I also enjoy seeing the same names on different channels, and I do too. The support that everybody just shows each other. It's just a big family. And hello, Roland. I can't even read today. Rolling with Rosie and friends. How are you doing? And thank you for coming. And hi, Angie. How are you? And then, yes, Christy. Yeah. Oh, thank you. See, and like I have two different voices. I have my tutorial voice, which is I guess you could say the more calming voice, and then I have my normal talking voice, which is this one. And with my tutorial voice, I methodically do it slow and enunciate everything so people can understand what I'm doing. Um, so I have two voices. And I've had people tell me that they don't even know how to crochet, but they'll watch my tutorial voice in the morning. They'll watch my tutorials just because my voice keeps them nice and calm in the morning. Okay, guess I got a radio voice. And yeah, we'll do a raid to Art Junkie. And then Spray Gunner, how do you like I haven't used it yet. Because I've been taking a week off of crochet because that 6 weeks of working on that Tunisian bod blanket, which ended up full measurements was 84 inches by 94 inches. So shifted it back and forth, gave me tennis elbow. So I was taking a week off work to let that heal out. And that's awesome. And thank you for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. Without all you guys here, this wouldn't be a thing. Everything just, there we go. Keeps jumping. Not used to the whole chat and stuff yet. And I'm doing really well. And hi, Nancy. And thank you. Thank you for coming over. And got to thank Juan big time because, yeah. Wow. And Jay Tuck, hey, man. Thank you for coming over, Joseph. Oh, sorry. And hi, Zoila. How are you doing? I got to do something for Miss Zoila just because if I don't do it, it's going to look weird just because it's Zoila. So Zoila gets a blue dress just because it's Zoila. Thank you. It is very huge. It was very big. And the pictures just doesn't do it justice. The pictures don't do it justice. I just couldn't get it all how I wanted to get it. So I had to improvise with the picture. So yeah. Let's see. I'm still growing. Well, I don't think I'm as far behind as a lot of people get. I try to stay up there. And yes, please don't forget the thummies. Thank you very much. Hi, mommy. Guess somebody made a break for it. And hi to Neil. Well, thank you. And thank you for coming over. And like I said, Juan, man. Oh my, I thought I was caught up for a second. Yeah, we gotta recognize Zoila. 'Cause if she's not in blue, you don't recognize Zoila at all. And thank you, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Juan sent y'all too. And hi, Cecilia. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you. And hello, Diana Weaver. How are you doing today? And yes, she really does, doesn't she? She looks a lot better in blue. Um, there really wasn't much that I had planned to talk out today. It's it's been a roller coaster of a week, I guess you could say, because of the going from what I had before Sunday, and then what I have now. Um, it has given me. I mean, it's very emotional, especially growing as fast as I did, and it's Juan and you guys. Juan actually looked at my content and said, "No, this is somebody that needs to be followed." Um, so that throws me off big time, of course, because I knew I was putting out decent content. I didn't think it was worthy of that, but y'all think so, and he does. So, and of course, we're our worst critics. So, just got to play with it the way it is. And you know, I've got more stuff I got planned. I've got starting next week. I am going to be um, filming some item makes and getting those all filmed up. And well, hello, Diana. And get those all filmed up, and then get those edited and put out. I do everything myself, and I do it all right here. Just easy, just turn and do it. And yeah, and yes, Shirley, people like that's why I'm putting out the stitches that I put out. And hi, oh my gosh, Cindy. Oh, wrong person. And thank you, hon, for coming. Oh my goodness. Means a lot that you're here. Hi Darcia. How are you, sweetie pie? Eh, oh my goodness, why does it keep and there's my sister from another mother. Um, there's just a lot. Timetables have been moved up because of the influx, so I've got to start buckling down and getting things done. Because I thought I had a little bit of a leeway before things started increasing. No, not anymore. So I got to buckle down. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. Buckle down and start getting things done. And there's Miss Viber Bluesy. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for coming. Hi, Sunflower. How are you, sweetie? Need a drink. It's open, right? Yeah. Um, oh, Miss Spoon, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sweetie. May 13th, I'm having left hand surgery for my carpal tunnel. I'll be off for a few weeks, so I get to binge watch a lot of crochet content. All right. And yeah, right, yeah. Granted, you're going to be in pain, but you can do a lot of binge watching. Same here, Nancy. Um, I know, like I said, I do these lives early, so people are at work or doing their house chores, and I get it. I just didn't want to step on nobody's toes. And then Joseph J. Took is asking, has everyone had a great day so far? I have. Um, hold on one more sec. Um, didn't really do anything yet. Doing a quick, easy dinner. So, and there's another one that has a big thing tonight, and it is so fun. Pamski's Crafty Corner. She has a trivia night, and it is fun. And hi, where did it go? There it is. Hi, Nessa. How are you doing? I understand, sweetie. And yes, they are. I have 3 of each color I got for free from Joann's. Um, I still trying to figure out what kind of projects I want to do with those. I really haven't boiled it down yet. Because there's a lot that I want to do, and there's a lot that I need to do. You know how it goes when you want to do things. Where is that? There it is. Well, hello, Kimberly. Thank you for coming in. And how are you doing? And there's Mary Webb. How are you? Let's see. I know somebody asked me something. What am I working on? Actually, nothing right now. I'm going to start something tonight. It's a gift for another creator. I'm not going to go into detail because I don't know if she's lurking or whatnot, but I'm going to be making something for a special someone who, once I get that, I'm not going to make a tutorial on it because I want this to be a one of a kind. I'll make a basic tutorial on this item, how to make that item, but without the flair that I'm adding to it. So that way it can be a one of a kind for that person. Yeah. I wish I could go in more detail, but I'm not sure she's lurking because she has a tendency to lurk since that's during her work hours. So, not going to say too much. And that's awesome. That's very awesome. Very chill day at work. Thursdays sometimes have their hit and miss. And Cecilia's making last minute items for a craft fair on Saturday. Well, that's awesome. I wish our area had craft fairs. They really don't. They're weird here. And yeah, exactly, NASA. It is very hard to schedule. And it is very hard to schedule anything, really. I mean, the YouTube streets are a little crowded, and you just don't want to step on people. I don't want to step on nobody's toes, and next thing you know, things are crazy, and I don't want that. And then Sunflower says she's still relaxing, was going to wait until I feel better to start crafting. I'm going to start knitting again. I will also teach myself crochet. No more talking. Action time for me. Yeah, well, I don't know knitting. That's one thing I want to learn is how to knit. And like I said, I was trying to take a week off because let the tennis elbow go away. But it's like I'm sitting here for the last 4 days and my hands are just, I need something. So I'm going to get back to crocheting tonight. And then tomorrow night, I'm on a live with Dawn airing Loving Hands with her. And then Monday, I'll be on Zach's Crafts and More's live. It's going to be, and then I've got lives all lined up. It's going to be a lot coming up. Yeah. Let's see. I'm doing great. My leg is starting to act up a little bit, but that's what it is. I walked around Walmart for a few minutes to grab some stuff, and it just started acting up. So yeah. And let me tell you that Jay Took. If you guys have not seen him, if you haven't watched his videos, with only 6 weeks of learning crochet, this guy is phenomenal. He has just wow. And it's just unbelievable the skill that he progressed. He still calls himself a beginner. With the stitches and everything that he's made, he's out of the beginner stage. He's out of the beginner stage in my opinion. Um, and then of course, hey, don't forget the thumbs up. And what is she's talking to Joseph? So far, so good. Wishing this rain will pass and sunshine to come out. We turn the heat off, it gets cold. We turn the heat on, it gets hot. Crazy arc weather. Yes, yes. But yesterday it was cold and rainy. Not really rainy. It was more that mist that lasts for hours. And yes, you know, I haven't gotten to mess with. I haven't messed with it yet because, like I said, I've got 3 cakes of each, and there's 310 yards in each cake. I'm just not sure what I want to make yet. Um, I have ideas. I just don't know how I want it to look, if that makes sense. I mean, with all the stitches I know with Tunisian, I just don't know what stitch I want to use. What stitch will accent the yarn better or make the yarn shine. You know what I mean? Well, hello, Ruth. How are you doing today? Thank you for coming. It's very soft. It is. It's the 100% bamboo. It is very soft. And it has a. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a nice. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that. Oh, maybe that way. It has a. I don't know, like a sheen to it that but it's very, 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 very soft. Um, and there's if you haven't clicked on Pam, get her. She's she's a good people. She's very good people. Um, I love being in her lives. I her trauma trivial trivia. Let me tell you, her trivia stuff is it's a hoot. It is fun. Prepare afterwards. Your cheeks are going to hurt. Your cheeks are really going to hurt from all the laughing. Um, People staying hi to each other. Your closest craft fair. See, I think our closest craft fair is probably going to be Dallas, which is like 6 hours away. Um, they do have seasonal craft fairs, I guess you could say, but you're doing a Christmas craft fair, but you're holding it outside and it's cold. No, thank you. My joints, I got metal joints, and no, and no, Gabby, I do not knit. I want to learn. I do want to learn. I crochet and do Tunisian crochet. Specialize in Tunisian crochet. Donna. Well, hi there. Just Juan sent me. Good to catch your live. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. And I gotta thank Juan later. And we have another. Hi, everyone, new here and to Tunisian. Working on a shawl right now, though. Tunisian is one of those skills that it really does scare a lot of people away. It a lot of it I think too is because of all the loops you're keeping on your hook is what scares people away. Um, but if they can get over that initial fear of holding all that loops on and realize you're holding those loops on because you're not turning your work, I think they can get over that. If they can get over that, then they can do any of these stitches. And the way I teach my stitches, every video starts out the exact same. You don't know nothing about Tunisian or even crochet. I'm gonna teach you from that very beginning, and that's how I do my every stitch tutorial. And yes, if y'all haven't seen the newest bod video, bag a day video, I wouldn't say the newest. I think it was yesterday or day before. the blanket video, one of the two blanket videos, she displayed Nessa's blanket on there, and it was very pretty, very, very pretty. Um, and Zoilus, I'm still on her granny square top. And that's me too. You know, the conversation, I don't get out much just because my leg won't let me, and this is my socializing. He wanted back in. Okay, fine, Bubba. All right, down, Bub. Go lay down. Sorry, puppy's still in the show. Hey, no, no. All right, go. I need you to go, okay? I got work to do. Little man. All right, you got your loving. Go. Tazzy. Tazzy. Go back. Go lay down, Bubba. Sorry. And yes, there's just, yeah. Sorry. No, why would you be grounded? And Shirley is knitting today. Tiny booties. Awesome. Uh, my and then Cecilia's talking about the crafts fair. Her church has one each April. It's the only one she does. Well, that's awesome. At least you have one to go to. We, like I said, they started last year here, and we're in a pretty moderate sized city, 200,000 plus people, and they just started one, and it was outside in December, and I'm like, okay, no. And then Gabby saying knitting is so much easier and relaxing. Of course I'm stuck with you. You're stuck with me. And Michelle M's the hardest part of knitting, in her opinion, was learning how to cast on. There's a lot of crossover. I've watched a few videos. Like I want to do it, but I've got so many ideas and projects and things I need to do for my channel that it keeps throwing me behind of trying other things. And then I did not expect this um bod blanket to take me 6 weeks. Most Grafgans I do take 3 to 4 weeks um in Tunisian, and that's because the color changing slows you down. It really slows you down, and you have to count. Otherwise, what is it? Your graph, whatever you're trying to make, could become lopsided, or you're trying to make Totoro. Well, you end up making Popeye, the sailor, without knowing it because you didn't count. Which that would be a cool transition to do, but um, so it slowed me down a lot, and I've made big blankets, but never one that big. I overestimated how big it was going to be by a lot. And then Delia says, I'm working on a summer poncho and have frogged it twice. I'm ready to be done with it, and I'm not even close. I could only imagine. There was a time I had to frog pretty much, well, I called them blocks on that bod blanket because it's checkerboard, and each row was a block to me of the color blocks. There was a time I don't know where I missed a stitch, but somehow I missed a stitch. I couldn't even find it. I just kept counting rows. Okay, well, no, well, this one's right, so all the rest has got to come undone. Um, so I totally get it. And then you get like halfway through, and you're like, oh my gosh, I call it it's about, I'd say more like 75%. When you get 75% done with the project, you're mentally done with it. You can either set it off to the side or you can continue working on it. But if you're working on it, it's like your enthusiasm, it was here, now it's down here, and you start slowing down because you're just ready to be done with it. And I understand that happens a lot. And yeah, Zach is really cool. Very, very cool. Um, and then Nessa, Tunisian is way better than knitting. Aloud. Loom knitting, I like more than knitting with two needles. I haven't even done loom knitting. Um, and yes, Zach is, what you see on the screen is what you get. It's Zach. Um, let's see. Yeah, I do that all the time. You end up missing a lot of people. And there's Jamie. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for lurking. You hide away in the bushes. Just lurk away all you want, sweetie. Welcome back, Sharon. And I gave Sharon a blue dress too. Oh man, I know. Goodness gracious, am I that far behind again? I'm trying to. Yeah, Thursdays are starting to get busy. Tuesdays are still a little bit slow, but I think those are going to start picking up when you know other people are starting to do lives like Fluffy Boots. We had that talk with her Sunday when I was on Mara's Mindfully Crochets live, and she was nervous and scared, and she I just told her, I was like, look, you're going to be nervous when you're sitting there before you hit live. You're going to get nervous. You're going to get nervous all the way up into it. Just before you hit that live button, just center yourself, take some deep breaths, put yourself in your happy place, then hit live. And it just goes away. And it worked for her. Wonders. Um, and there's the hubby doing the work. No, dude, I really do think you're there, man. You're ready to step out of that whole beginner phase and get some of those more advanced stitches done. You you're there. I really do think by looking at your stitch definition and the things you have made, you're ready to try the intermediate um, stitches. I believe it. I really do. I think you can do it, man. Especially for somebody who's just picked this up 6 weeks ago. You've done phenomenal. And Erica says it's rainy there too. Well, it quit raining here yet yesterday evening, but it's still very overcast. Supposedly we're supposed to get 80 something degrees. I don't see it happening. And thank you, Zoila, for sharing his link. I'm in Texas, the West Texas, and we can get all seasons in one day, and we're windy all the darn time. And Tennille says she started the bob shawl with the Lucky Branch. She didn't like it. I still haven't played with it yet. I want to see how it is. I normally don't use yarn this thin though. Um, I think it's pretty thin compared to what I normally use. I normally use a 4, you know. Um, let's keep going. And rolling with Rosie and friends. I've got a Tunisian baby doll blanket on the hook right now. Well, that's awesome. The hubby has some Tunisian blanket on the hook right now. I have nothing on my hook yet till this afternoon. And thank you for that, Delia. I mean, that once he figures out how he wants his concept to be, I think it's going to work out well for him. I think that bright. I didn't realize that was that bright. I think his concept is going to, once he figures it out, he can actually draw people more to him, and he's got it. He's got it. That man is just he's got it. And I love seeing other men in the crochet art. I love seeing other men in the fiber arts. Men just need to be more into the fiber arts, or there are some, but they just don't speak up because, you know, there's that stereotype. And I would like to break that stereotype, um, and help the people, you know. Oh, thank you, Zoila. Thank you. Again, we're our worst own critics, so I think my work isn't all that great, but everybody always says it is, so it must be, right? Need more Canada history. I don't know nothing about Canada history. That's tonight on Pam's Live. We'll have that on Pam's Live tonight. I'm so glad you could make it to. Let's see. All right. There's lots of video on her channel about Tunisian crochet. If you don't already, you might enjoy her. That's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. Um, Nothing against her. She's great, but she doesn't teach a lot of stitches. So I have over 300 stitches that I'm going to be teaching. So she's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say don't watch her or anything, but um, a lot of the other Tunisian channels don't have a lot of stitches in the tutorials, so that's what I'm doing. Um, I want to help get Tunisian out there more because it is, you know, the crochet community is already niche, and then so it's like this, and then I'm in Tunisian, which is already like this, so you know it's a lot smaller niche to grow out of, and I'm doing that without having to put regular crochet on my channel, you know, and that's what that's my goal anyway. Well, my goal is to get the silver plaque, but I don't know if I can. Hey, as close as you are, Fiber, you could teach me. You're right down the road. And Erica, that's everybody. Everybody thinks Tunisian is very intimidating, but it's really not. Once you can get past having like I said, get those loops on there and then realize, oh, I'm not turning my work. I'm just going straight back. And once you do it one or two times, everything falls into place. Everything literally makes sense of why you're keeping all the loops on and why you're not turning your work. Now there is some stitches that you can incorporate where you can do a turn, but that's more intermediate level. And that stuff I'm not going to teach for a little while because that's intermediate. There's a lot of beginner stitches that are beautiful that need to be taught, that aren't taught, that aren't out there. So I'm just trying to get them all out there, you know, get them all in one place on YouTube instead of having to find 20 stitches over in Poland in the public library online. That's what I've had to do. I'm glad Juan sent you as well, and I'm glad you love Tunisian. That's my go-to. As soon as I found it 10 years ago, I may do a border and regular crochet. That's about it. Um, let's see. Wow. Looks like I'm maybe getting close. And Joseph J. Took says, one day I will move over and do some more Tunisian stuff. I just want to get more confident in my standard crochet first. And that is totally understandable. The cool thing with Tunisian and crochet is you don't need to know one to do the other. Well, the only thing that crosses over is the foundation chain. That is the only thing. The hook maybe, but other than that, everything is pretty much different. Um, let's see. Diana's saying hello to Darcia. Dawn Aaron talking to my husband. And Lillian. Hi, Jill. Hi, Lillian. And Sharon, when I finish my current whips, I can do a nice Tunisian project. I'm nuts. I love doing the back pass. You know, I do too. The return pass, because it's hard to go fast in Tunisian. You can, but you also risk the chance of skipping a stitch. But with the return pass, you can just you don't have to look. You can just go. Um, and I like the return pass. Um, Sunflower, truthfully, I don't have any because I don't know how to read patterns. So anything I make, I've looked at it, I can make it. Or if I think of it, well, guess what? I can make it. There's a sweater I've done that is in Tunisian knit stitch in the round that Antonio can tell you. I figured it out. I did it, no pattern, freehanded. Everything I've done, my socks, scarves, all that is just beanies, freehand. Just figure it out as I go. I like that part of the whole thing. Um, so it's one of those that that's how I like to do it. Now I think I need to look at some patterns. I need to learn some patterns, but I also plan on, having my own stuff out too. So someday. And JB's Crochet says, I'm working on Bod's 8-point star blanket for my April project. That is a pretty blanket, though. Her 8-point star blanket is very pretty. We have, when she had her sale of all 400 plus um, patterns for sale on her Etsy, we bought it. And they're sitting on a flash drive hanging from my corkboard right now. Um, oh, thank you. He's my shadow, literally. Wow, I'm that far behind. Oh my goodness. I gotta start speeding up. Thank you. Thank you, Zoila, for dropping all those channels, man. Yeah, he chins to steal the show. And then Michelle M. I'm a newbie Tunisian stitcher. Just finished a smock stitch beanie in the round. I like working in the round. I know a lot of Tunisian people don't like working in the round, but I like it. I think to me, it's more calming. It's more relaxing. Like Tunisian crochet is calming and relaxing as it is, but in the round, it is even more so. Wow, I am so behind. I'll get caught up. Oh man. Sorry, I'm skimming through. Everybody saying hello. And Zoila said, I've joined a knitting group in the local library. It's free. Check your local libraries. Our local library, all they have is a sewing club. And there's Cliff. Hey man, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Um, let's see. And yes, it was. I thought you could see at points she was holding back tears when she was reading your card and you're telling your puppy story. You could see she was holding back some tears, and she was getting a little choked up, and that meant a lot to her. Um, Muscle memory can build up pretty fast, and you can lose it pretty fast in Tunisian as well. And again, hi, hey Cliff. Let's see. Everybody missing there, Antonio Fix. Getting there, trying to. One day I'll learn. Like I said, I just got a lot of projects to do and get caught up on first. And then of course I keep adding more. Go figure. Who doesn't do that? Um, I can't see. Got it. There we go. Talking about the yarn that Don Aaron sent. It made me Michael's parrot. Beautiful yarn. If you haven't seen it, I showed it on my last live. It is so beautiful. And Viper Floozy. When I started my channel, very few crocheters could knit. Lots of bi-stitchuals now. Yes. I want to learn, but there's just so much to do. And Jamie Marie, that's why I have so many webs. Yeah, well, I'm that one. I'm monogamous. I can only do one at a time. I can't do multiples. And then, hey, Zach, sorry. I'm behind. It looks like I'm behind 16 minutes. Trying to get caught up. Sorry. God, this is the worst I've ever been behind. Wow. So many chitty chatties. And I love it. I'm trying to I've got 2 rows left to go on this panel. Then I get to finally stitch the summer top together. That's going to be awesome. I want to see what it looks like. Hopefully you make a video, man. Let's see. And hello, Debbie. How are you? Thank you for coming. I want to thank all of y'all for being here. I mean, without y'all, none of this is possible. And Thrifty Crocheter, hi. Thank you for coming, sweetie. Spending your lunch with me. Zach, my autocorrect. See, my autocorrect doesn't never want to work for me either. um, and hi, Bonnie. How are you doing? I know you're with a client. I'm trying to speed this up so that way we can make it over to Shannon's here soon. See, we haven't turned on the AC yet. It's still fine outside where the AC hasn't kicked on. Yesterday it was cool. It was it's 50 low, barely hit 60, so we didn't really need it up here yet. So we just gotta wait. And then Nessa says, I had to stop knitting with needle needles because of the arthritis and pain in my hands. It was causing too much pain, and for me, it's way too slow. Yes, I can understand that, especially with everything we got. Don't be nervous, man. Don't be nervous. I you've been doing lives, you've been doing panels, but there's no reason to be nervous about me. It's just me. You know, another guy. Just chalk. So we got it. See, Bonnie, Texas. The only thing I know is my brother and sister live there, and I told him do not drive like you live in Texas here in Branson because Texas people drive terrible. Yes, yes, and yes. And I did too. I did too. Thrifty Crocheter. Cliff makes some awesome stuff. Oh, thank you, Christy. I did. I'm just me. You know. You get what you see. uh, and then Cecilia almost done crocheting a thistle stitch headband. Awesome. And then, woo, we are getting those thumbs now. Let's get some more left at the door. Why am I reading like I don't know how to read? Let's give this thumbs thumbs to our awesome fiber artist, Michael. Give him that love. Thank you. And you guys are just Awesome. And thank you, Fiber. Like I said, Jay Took, he's somebody to watch. That man. And Shirley, my son was learning crochet. I needed to get back with him on it. But he's over 500 miles away. Well, just tell him on the phone. Say, "Mama says, your son." Everybody does what Mama says. Kathy is Stitcher was a knitter first. Loved I did. He interrupts a lot. And hi, Rebecca. Thank you for coming. And then Cecilia, I'm addicted to the thistle stitch. And Spring is a great person. Spring is an awesome, awesome person. And hi, Colleen Knight. Thank you for coming and watching me. And come watch Michael's story. He makes you feel like you are a friend. And that's what I was going for. I want somebody to make it feel like you are learning from a friend, that somebody is sitting there with you teaching you these stitches, that it's less stressful. And holy moly, I just saw 60 eyes on me. Oh my goodness, that's a lot for me. Woo! Wow. JB, I did simple stitch for a bunch of squares I never got sewn together. I have someone finishing it for me. I'd like to get back into doing Tunisian, so finding you is timed well. Well, thank you. There's a lot. Like I said, Mondays the new stitch tutorials come out, and it's always a new stitch. Um, I've got a lot of stitches. Let's just put it that way. I can't see now. And I'm behind. Oh, thank you. Wow, Nessa. Okay, well, you get done, get home, be safe. Thank you. Thank y'all so much, man. And I beginner to Tunisian, I'm gonna even when I do the intermediate and advanced stitches, I'm still going to keep it as if I'm teaching a beginner or a person with no knowledge. It's uh, there's some of them that's going to be a little bit hard for me to transition that way, but I'm still going to keep it that way because that's what people like about my channel. The people who follow me and people who comment on the videos, they like that aspect where I'm teaching them, but I'm not treating them like a child. But I'm breaking it down to where they can understand it and get it. And that's what I want. I want these stitches to be learned instead of just hoarded off to the side somewhere. Or like I had to find, like I said, 20 in the Polish online library because they weren't anywhere to be found. And she had a baby doll on the hook. Let's see. And yes, a lot of them just use the simple stitch over and over and over. Just different techniques or different ways of using it, but it's a simple stitch, you know. MDO Tunisiapedia. Yes. um, let's see if I can. Michael, I have trouble with Tunisian crochet is when the return stitches, I can't get them tight enough on the first few stitches, and my work always leans towards the right or uneven sides. That could also just be because of where you're putting your actual stitch in. If it's leaning, it's not tension. If it's leaning, it's because you skipped a stitch or you added a stitch. 9 times out of 10, that is the issue. Yes. Work, hubby. Um, sorry, I'm just trying to, so I don't go over too much. But I want to make sure I get everybody's um, comments or anything. Let's see. the way I pick colors is different. I see everything in colors. When I look at people, I see them in colors, but it's what is glowing around them. For me, I see when I got to know the person, and then that's when the colors come to mind. When I get to know them and I get to learn about them, then okay, I want to do a blanket. Well, the blanket's color goes to them. Then I start figuring everything out, and that's how it becomes like personalized. Um, oh my goodness, everything is there. Spray gunner, I learned it crochet in December. Just started Tunisian last night. Getting used to feeling stitches bunched up under my right hand instead of just off my hook. And that's another reason too, is people don't, they think they're going to hold their hook a certain way. When you don't, you're going to kind of got to hold it like this. That's how you do it with Tunisian. I'm trying to speed through. Sorry. Um, Hi, Margie. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Um, let's see. And Lydia. Hi, Lydia. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to get going so we can get over to art, to Art Junkies, Shannon's. I'm glad you want to teach Tunisian crochet. You seem very passionate. I am. I love it. I love Tunisian. That's just my thing. I love Tunisian. If you can do it in crochet, well, I'm gonna find a way to do it in Tunisian. Believe me on that. Um, Welcome back. I'm trying to finish up so we can get over to Shannon's. Um, and hello, blessed to. Good, I can't even talk. Blessed to crochet. How are you doing? Um, and I want to thank you all again for being here today, following me, being part of the YouTube family. It means a lot. It really does. Um, Tony can tell you the flow of emotions that was going through me. And hi, Kim G. Hi. That was going through me on Sunday when within 3 hours, I was 700, you know, um, 6 or 700 subscribers up, and it blew me away. Um, oh goodness. Um, Goodness. And I know Margie loves doing Tunisian. Me and her chit chat about it, and we could probably just sit off to the side and have a whole live of nothing but me and her just chit chatting. That could probably last a few days. Come back, you see a live still going 27 hours later. And y'all subbing to Tony. What? He don't need nothing. He got me. And blessed to close say, working on poncho and a couple more blankets. Awesome. Y'all can hear him, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness. Now he doesn't. I don't know if he really wants to do a channel or not, but yeah. And some I would love to. That's just a iffy topic here. Starting stuff because our city's tightwads. They let potholes grow trees before they fix them. Uh, I'm pretty sure that's like everywhere though. And awesome. That is awesome. That you're only two away from 450. Yeah, exactly, Don. It's just like the things I've made have all been personalized, and I just got to know them. I got to know everything about them, and then the colors come, the idea flows. Um, and I've got several ideas for people that I need to make. And hello, the naked snail. I forget your name. I know I've been told twice, but I'm not a name person. I just forget names. But hi and welcome. And we're about to do a raid over. I'm trying to get down to the end, make sure. No, no problem, sweetie. I mean, that's what we're here all for, right? Here to help each other. And let's get over to Art Junkies live. And of course, there's going to be no blink, Dawn Aaron. None at all. um, but we're gonna go ahead. I don't know. I didn't set up for a redirect because I didn't know she was doing it. Um, but if we can head on over, they dropped the link. Head on over to hers, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Have a good day, and remember, keep stitching.